Life has a way of testing you in ways you never expect. Just when you think you've got everything under control, it throws you a curveball that knocks the wind out of you. One moment, you're making progress, building towards something you've dreamed of, and the next, everything crumbles before your eyes. The pain is real. The frustration is overwhelming. And in that moment, it feels like the whole world is moving forward while you're stuck in place, trapped in a moment of defeat. This is the breaking point for most people. This is where they let fear and doubt consume them. Like they start telling themselves that maybe they weren't meant for this. Maybe success was never in the cards for them. Maybe it's just easier to give up, to accept the fall, to stop fighting. But that moment, that painful, crushing moment, isn't the end of the road. It's the beginning of a new chapter. Because here's the truth. Every person who has ever achieved something great has faced this exact moment. Every champion, every leader, every visionary has stood in the same place you're standing now, broken, beaten down, and uncertain of what comes next. The difference between those who rise and those who stay defeated isn't luck, isn't talent, isn't some magical gift that only a few people have. Bam. It's a choice. A choice to stand back up, no matter how hard the fall. It won't be easy. It never is. Getting back up means facing your fears head on. It means embracing the pain, the disappointment, and the exhaustion, and deciding that none of it will define you. Strength isn't built in moments of comfort. It's built in the darkest hours, in the moments when you feel like you have nothing left, but you push forward anyway. Life doesn't wait for you to recover. The world won't pause and give you time to heal. Circumstances won't shift just because you're struggling, but you can shift. You can change. You can decide that no matter how hard you've been knocked down, you will rise again. Because life doesn't reward those who stay down. It rewards those who refuse to quit, who keep fighting even when everything seems stacked against them. Think back to the hardest moments of your life. Were they the moments when everything was easy? The moments that shaped you, the moments that turned you into the person you are today, were the ones that tested you, the ones that forced you to dig deep and find a strength you never knew you had. It wasn't the victories that made you stronger. It wasn't the applause or the recognition. It was the silent battles. The times when nobody was watching, when you felt alone in the fight, but you kept going anyway. That's where true champions are made. Not in the spotlight, not in moments of glory, but in the quiet, relentless grind of pushing past your limits when no one is around to see it. It's in those moments, when you're exhausted, when every part of you is screaming to give up, that you have a choice, to quit or to push forward. And what drives that choice? What is the fire inside you that refuses to be extinguished? Because you will hit rock bottom. We all do. It's not a question of if, it's a question of when. And when that moment comes, you have to ask yourself, what now? Do you stay down, let the pain consume you, let the doubts control you? Or do you rise? Do you use that pain as fuel, turn that disappointment into determination? Failure does not define you. It never has. It never will. Failure is just another step, another lesson, another experience that shapes you into something greater. The only thing that truly defines you is what you do next. Do you allow failure to break you, or do you use it to build yourself back up stronger than before? Every time you rise after falling, you become more powerful than you were before. Every time you refuse to stay down, you move one step closer to the person you were meant to be. The road to success isn't paved with easy wins and smooth paths. It's paved with struggle, with setbacks, with obstacles that will test you at every turn. But every time you push forward, you prove that you are stronger than anything that life throws at you. So when you find yourself at your lowest, when the weight of the world feels unbearable, ask yourself, is this where it ends? Or is this where you begin again? Because success isn't about never falling. It's about rising again and again, no matter how many times you hit the ground. The battle isn't over, not yet. Not for you. Because as long as you keep fighting, as long as you keep getting back up, you're still in the game. And the only way you truly lose is if you decide to stop trying. So stand up, take a breath, and move forward. Because your story isn't over. It's just getting started.